Also joining us this afternoon is Bicol Saro Party List Congressman and Public Accounts Committee Chairman, Congressman Terry Ridon. Sir, magandang hapon and welcome back to Storycon.
Magandang hapon, maraming salamat sa pag-imbita.
Ay, good afternoon, Kong.
Oh, sir, marami kami tanong ranging from the budget to the pabaon. I'll start off with the pabaon first. Yung napag-usapan namin nung Friday with si Congressman Toby Chanco in reference to yung sasabi ni Libiste, ni Congressman Libiste, na meron daw 2 million pesos na Christmas bonus ang mga congressmen. When we talked to Toby Chanco nung Friday, ang sabi ni Toby, hindi naman talaga kakaiba.
3 times daw.
Break bonus.
It's a break bonus of sorts. Every time nagbe-break daw ang Congress, whether it's Undas, Christmas, or Holy Week, merong, hindi rin niya alam ang pangalan, pero we just called it break bonus na lang. It's given daw to the congressman as far as he know, as early as 2010 when he first became congressman. And the reason daw being, para daw may panggasto sila when they go to their constituencies. But could you tell us, from what your recollections are, what exactly is this and what is it for and how is it liquidated or accounted for?
Tsaka Kong, balato naman.
Hinahanap ko nga yung bonus, hindi ko mahanap. Wala saan yung bonus.
Well, sir, maybe let's not call it a bonus kasi it does get confusing when we put labels eh.
You know, everything else, no, like outside of salary, as far as I'm concerned and as far as most of the members are concerned, are maintenance, operating expenses for the offices, for the activities, for the programs outside of Congress. No? So, I think that needs to be very clear. And tama si Congressman Chanco, even as far back as 2013, my first time in Congress, meron na pong mga ganyan pong mga kaperahan. And again, to be very clear, this does not constitute as salaries of congressmen. It is not a vacation kitty after every session. No, so how is it used? It is used, for example, for the different parties and for the different districts. Katulad binanggit nga, doon sa iba't ibang mga aktibidad na ginagawa po ng iba't ibang mga kongresista at ng kanila pong mga opisina, whether sa district man yan or kung party list sa mga constituencies po nila.
Pero Kong, saan galing yan? Hindi yan MOE, di ba? Saan yan kinukuha? Sa pag sinabi?
I think it's an entire pie of MOE. Kasi wala naman ibang pagkukunan. 3 lang naman ang pagkukunan eh. Personal services, capital outlay, at MOE. No? So, ang aking palagay, galing po yan doon sa entire slice of MOE. It has been there from the very beginning. It continues up until today.
Kasi sir, sabi ni Chanco, iba pa yung nakuha niyang monthly MOE listed under district operations. That's one. And the other one is extraordinary and miscellaneous expenses. Yun daw yung monthly MOE niya.
Yan yung,
Iba pa yung cheque na binibigay pag departure for break time.
pag may break.
Oho,
Pag may break.
yun daw talagang cheque tapos may voucher na hiwalay. Well, yun nga, but yun nga, he doesn't know what it's called.
Kaya ang tawag ni Ronnie Puno is an additional fund.
Well, you know, the best persons to ask would be, of course, the House Secretariat, no, and the Accounts Committee of the House, no. Pero ako, I'm quite certain, whatever you call it, it is taken from the MOE of the House, no. And syempre, and more importantly, I think these are funds that are subject to a co-audit each and every year. And syempre, wala pa naman tayo narinig pa na there was an adverse finding at this point, no? By the
Hindi raw
FOA.
ino-audit. We talked to Heidi Mendoza.
I don't
Hindi
know.
daw siya ino-audit. It's a certified only by the House member.
Well, I think we have to ask COA about it. No? Kasi I don't think there are funds. Not a single centavo is taken from government which is never subject to an audit. So, ibig sabihin, however mechanism it is, no, whether it is liquidated, whether it's certified, it will still be subject to a post-audit by the Commission on Audit. So, I think they are the best personalities to ask on ano ba yung mechanisms nito pong mga kapirahan po na ito.
We understand, sir. Pero, sir,
Dagdag ko na lang kasi nag-wade in today si Harry Roque.
Mhm.
Sabi niya, congressman daw received 7 million actually a month, including MOOE. Tama ba yun? Is that an exaggeration? He used to be a congressman as well.
I don't know. I don't think the amounts even reach 7 million. Very accurate actually po yung binabanggit ni Congressman Chanco na present po niya in your show the last week. I think that would be an accurate representation of what is received as checks by congressmen. But again, to be very clear, yung pong papasok lang sa pitaka at mga bank accounts ng mga kongresista dyan ay yung pong kanila pong mga sahod. Lahat ng bukod po doon ay ginagamit po para sa mga opisina sa kanila pong mga aktibidad at kanila pong mga
sir.
programa.
Pero sir, of course, we understand what you're saying, pero in the end kasi, you also have the Senate Concurrent Resolution number 10 of 2011, authored by Ping Lacson, which basically affirms, or I'll put that in quotes, affirms the long-held tradition with COA that liquidation is done by certification na lang. In other words,
Certification
legislators just have to certify that everything was spent in a judicious manner according to law and wala nang kailangan na resibo. That's been the kalakaran po even before that concurrent resolution was passed in 2011. So in that sense po, wala talaga siyang audit per se. Of course, we're not ascribing any wrongdoing automatically on the part of Congress. Kasi nga naman, bigyan ka ng pera ng ganyan, depende kung anong klaseng congressman ka, pwede mong gamitin para sa ikabubuti ng distrito mo.
Resumption of regularity, di ba? Sabi ni Heidi Mendoza sa atin.
O pwedeng ibulsa. Di ba? It depends on what kind of congressman you are. But the question that arises then is how do we hold our legislators to account if we just have to trust them all the time by certification?
But I think moving forward, syempre, the ball would be on the COA's court, no? If they wanted to make new accountability measures dito po sa paggamit po ng mga pondo na ito. Kasi I think from what I remember, even during my time, the first time, I think meron po mga required submissions din ng ilang po mga documents, particularly for example, kung mga travel expenses, kailangan magpakita ho ng mga resibo dito sa ilan pong mga items po na ito. So, kailangan pag-usapan ng Kongreso, Senado, which is basically the legislature, with COA. Ano ho ba yung more transparent, more accountable mechanism that we can actually undertake as we use these funds. No? And again, katulad ng binanggit, and to be very clear, hindi rin totoo na this is not subject to audit. Ibig sabihin, kasi baka we don't want to give the impression na kinalimutan na lang lahat yan. Actually, lahat po yan dumadaan sa kanila pa rin pong post-audit procedures for the House and most definitely for the Senate.
Yes.
So kung gusto ng COA na i-tighten yung rules sa fund utilization ng Congress, will it require legislation o pwedeng gawin lang ng COA on its own, yung new rules?
Well, independent body yung COA, no? So,
Yeah.
if they wanted to do a stricter rule on the use of these particular funds on MOOE, I think it's something that they can actually undertake as an independent
legislation,
constitutional body. Opo, kasi ang kanilang po mandate naman po talaga ay ito pong pagtatasa ng kapirahan po ng bayan. No? So if it's something that they feel that they have to undertake moving forward, I think naman Congress po will support that.
On a different note, Kong, nag-usap na kayo ni Congressman Libiste?
Hindi ko kinakausap yun.
Apaka-terse naman ang sagot. Hindi ko
Sige. Reaction na lang dun sa budget, Congressman, yung 2026 budget. What are your thoughts?
Well, the President vetoed particular sections of unprogrammed appropriations and actually matindi ho yung obliteration po ng particular line items doon. No? Particularly po yung sagip. Basically, ang natira na lang ho dyan yung AFP modernization, at yung pong
Foreign
support
assisted.
sa mga foreign assisted projects, which is basically what we had been expecting from the get-go naman po talaga. No? So, I think that is faithful to what the public expects. No? Obviously, syempre, meron pa rin yung mga kababayan tayo na, and of course, House members that would want to see the entirety of UA removed, no, from each and every budget. So, malaya naman ho sila. Like, I understand that one of our minority colleagues, August Manerice, will go to the Supreme Court to challenge it. I think malaya naman ho sila to do so. Pero, ibig sabihin, if the expectation is basically UA can still be used for corrupt activities, yung pong pagtatanggal ng sagip, which is basically one of the probably one of the loopholes in the UA in the past. Tanggal na po yun. Completely obliterated from the 2026 budget.
On another note again, kung ano na status ng Quadcom 2.0? Matutuloy ba yan?
Well, ang masasabi ko lang dyan, syempre, abangan po natin ang susunod na kabanata. Dahil sa January 26, magsisimula po muli ang Congress. And I'm quite sure, syempre, dahil kamamatay lang ho ni Congressman ako, one of the major commitments of the Quadcom members and the chairs, like myself, is ipagpapatuloy ho natin yung kanya pong nasimulan para imbestigahan po yung intersectionality ng criminal syndicates at government corruption. No? So, I think marami pa hong mga hindi nasiyasat dyan po sa usapin po na yan. And I think within this year, mag-reconvene yung pong Quadcom 2.0.
Okay.
May appetite pa ba for, kasi isa pang inaabangan in February,
February
ito
7.
namang pag-lapse ng 1 year, no, sa impeachment ni Vice President Sara Duterte. You think there's still appetite among your colleagues na ituloy yung impeachment ulitin?
But I think the more important question is ano na ho yung nangyari sa Korte Suprema? Kasi syempre there's a motion for reconsideration na medyo matagal na ho inaantay, no?
Yeah.
Ng lahat ng mga kababayan po natin. So hopefully, pagpasok po ng Fed, na-resolve na po yan. Kasi syempre, I don't think we would want to talk about any impeachment moves at this point kung hindi ho ma-resolve pa muna ng Korte Suprema yung pong motion for reconsideration po na ito. But syempre, hindi naman ho natin na mautusan po yung Korte Suprema sa bagay po na ito. But so, I guess as soon as we reach Feb, on that date, kung pwede na hong mag-restart na impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Duterte. So siguro mag-usap-usap po muli yung mga miyembro po ng Kongreso, civil society, kung ano po yung gagawin po nila. Kasi I don't think nagbago naman po yung mga batayan ng impeachment. Ang nagbago lang po talaga yung pong mga bagong rekisito ng Korte Suprema para po mag-impeach. No? So we will see how it will go. So, I think kung wala akong MR, I think Congress will still do what it has done in the past. No, kasi syempre hindi pa ho doctrinal yung pong MR, yung decision po on that case, no. But assuming for example na the MR is not favorable to the House, syempre talagang we are supposed to commit to implement that particular new doctrine on the impeachment.
Mhm. Pero sir, if the MR is unresolved by February 7, do you think your colleagues will take a risk and go for impeachment kahit hindi pa malinaw ang mga batayan at patakaran? Kasi baka mamaya sumabit na naman dun sa
yung
ano,
rules yun. You're challenging the rules.
Mukhang mag-govern dyan yung Supreme Court.
Existing
yung Supreme Court.
yung existing decision.
Yeah.
And I'm asking by that
Hindi pa
time.
final yung sa yung sa Supreme Court. So pwede pang mag-run yung rules na dati, di ba?
Yeah,
Ano
pagka
pang
hindi
final
nagka-MR, pagka hindi pa na-issue yung MR, pwede hong the House can insist on its old rules and
Yeah, the old
continue
rules,
on with how we have done it before.
Yeah,
No, but again,
if the
I think,
Supreme
but to be
Court
very
rules,
clear,
if the Supreme Court affirms its decision
Yes.
after the next filing complaint, that's another 1-year ban.
well, whether they
Hindi.
move or not, you know, it was
Oo.
the impeachment has never been a question of procedure or technicalities. It has always been a question of truth and justice on the use of confidential funds. Hindi ba? So, however it will be on Feb, tingnan na lang po natin how it will be. Kasi
Sabi nga
ano naman ho yan para there are many ways to basically skin the cat.
Skin
di
the
ba?
cat.
Sabi
So
nga ni-
we will worry about that when we reach that point.
Sabi nga ni Kong, antayin ang susunod na kabanata.
Okay. At kailangan natin isa na itong kabalatang ito dahil nag-overturn na tayo. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Congressman Terry Ridon, Chairman po ng House Public Accounts Committee. Thank you, sir.
Salamat,
Maraming
Kong.
salamat. Happy New Year.
Congressman.
New Year.
Happy New Year.